looked in the mirror, not physically, but mentally, and just felt off, you're doing all the right things. You're busy, you're productive, you're playing the part. But deep down, you don't trust yourself anymore. That's not burnout. That's not stress. That's your self-esteem quietly crumbling. There was a time when I was writing a book, and this wasn't a side project. This was the book, years in the making. The one people were waiting for. The one I told everybody was coming. I blocked out mornings, cleared the calendar, had a system. And for a while, I showed up every day, 6 a.m. sharp, writing and editing and creating. Then came the slip. One morning, I got distracted. I told myself, I'll write later, no big deal. Then another day, I skipped. Justified it with, I got in late from traveling. Told myself I'd catch up, but I didn't. Days turned into weeks, then months. And I started to hear a different voice in my head. Not angry, not loud, just disappointed. It whispered things like, you don't finish things anymore. You're not who you say you are. You're becoming the guy who talks about doing great things, but doesn't. That book didn't just go unfinished, it stole something else. It stole my self-respect. Listen closely now. Self-esteem is not thinking that you're amazing, looking in the mirror and saying, I'm enough, journaling about your greatness. That's surface level fluff. Write this down instead. Self-esteem is your reputation with yourself. Not what others say, not what you post about yourself, not what's on your bio. It is you versus you, and you don't miss a thing. It's how you see yourself when nobody else is watching. It's the mental contract between who you say you are and what you actually do. Every time you follow through, you deposit trust. Every time you flake, justify, avoid, you make a withdrawal. Every time you procrastinate, lie, pretend, it's a hit to your internal credibility. And guess what? You're always watching. There is no hiding. Until one day, you look in the mirror and think, I don't believe in myself anymore. You don't trust your own plans. You don't believe your own goals. You second guess everything. Because deep down, you know that you've let yourself down one too many times. This shows up everywhere. You say that you're getting in shape. You buy the gear, you join the gym, but you ghost your workouts 3 weeks in. Now every glance in the mirror stings, not because of how you look, but because it reminds you of a promise that you broke. You tell your spouse, I'll be more present, but you're still texting during dinner. You feel the distance growing, and you know it's your doing. You tell your team, we're gonna raise the bar, and then you let things slide because it's awkward to confront. Now you feel like a fraud inside your own business. You say, we value transparency, but you avoid hard conversations. You think they don't notice, but you do. You say, you'll start the podcast, you'll write the book, you'll launch the thing, and you don't. And it haunts you. And little by little, your confidence erodes. Not from what others say, but from what you know. Because the one person whose word you need to believe is yours. So, would you like to change this? Yeah? Good. Okay, so be glad that you showed up here today. Here's the deal. You don't need to lay on the couch and child regress. You don't need a 10-step self-esteem program, and you don't need to chant mantras into your morning coffee. Here's the fix. It's not sexy, it's not Insta-worthy, but it works. Make one small promise to yourself today and keep it. Yeah, that's it. Maybe it's wake up when you said you would. Walk for 20 minutes. Write one page. Make one sales call. Finish that hard conversation. Complete that one thing that you've been avoiding. Put your phone down and be fully present for one meal. Skip the snack. It doesn't have to be big is the point. It just has to be kept. Because every time you follow through, your brain says, hey, maybe we are the kind of person who does what they say. And that's when the shift happens. You don't need praise. You don't need likes. You need self-trust. And the only way to earn that trust is be someone you can count on. Here's what I've learned. You are always watching you. Even when you're lying to everybody else, even when you're smiling through the shame, even when you pretend you're fine, you know. And the only way back is through tiny, unbreakable promises to yourself. Because when you trust your own word again, that's when everything starts working again. Let me leave you with this. Would you follow you? It's a poignant question to answer. If you really think about it, if you're looking around for the best in the world, would you hire you? Would you marry you? Would you believe in you if your life depended on it? If the answer is not right now, don't panic. But don't delay either. You can build it back. One promise at a time, one action at a time. But it starts today. So make a promise, keep it, and start earning yourself back. Make some notes in your Darren Daily Journal and tell us in the comments below what's one small promise you're making to yourself today.